What's going on, people? As you guys can see, these are the Tekken 8 1.07 patch notes. Not much of a big update, but I'm surprised that we got it at all. So it's just a bunch of like bug fixes and like some minuscule, but some of them are pretty big, like the character changes. But still a lot left to be desired after we're done. But I'm gonna give my opinion on that afterwards. But for now, looks like it's just small scale adjustments and stuff, but they're planning on nerfing Nina and DRAGUNOV. You see this? Like damage reduction. So that's letting us know that they're aware. But I wonder why they didn't like include Yoshimitsu. His damage is pretty high too. But definitely DRAGUNOV and Nina, those two are just like powerhouses. But anyways, like rage arts, where the animation would like go through the characters and stuff like that. Like abnormal stuff, you know, that stuff all got fixed. There's a lot of rage arts here, a lot of characters here. Alisa. See, I was looking for Lee because you guys have seen me play with Lee a lot, and he suffers from this right here, where the characters would shift and it'll whiff near the wall. Lee, heck, he's had a lot of like coverage on this. Like people posted on Twitter a lot. You guys watch Mirio, you guys watch Fighting GM, myself, like Super Kuma. Like Lee should be the first name on this. But I know it's in alphabetical order, but still, like, no Lee here in between Lars and Leo. That's crazy, because his rage art is definitely suspect, just like that. And Devil Jin, yeah, Devil Jin definitely has an issue with his rage art when his back is against the wall. But yeah, so many rage art fix. Hold up. June and Reina. I've never actually seen their rage arts miss, but apparently this is a nerf. Okay. So heat burst, the tracking capability when absorbing the opponent's attack has been enhanced, alleviating issues on whiffing in certain situations. Yeah, that's definitely happened before. Like you would like absorb. So this is when you absorb the armor. You absorb the hit with the armor of the heat burst, and your heat burst doesn't connect. That's actually been an issue. Like when characters do sidestep attacks, I assume this is when it's gonna take place. Like, you know, you're fighting a Paul or something, and he does the sidestep, like the sway shoulder, and you absorb the shoulder and your attack misses with the heat burst. So I'm sure that's not gonna happen anymore with this, hopefully. So heat dash, slow motion effect, it's been fixed. Okay. Yeah, so all of this is just like minor stuff, but like quality of life. So it's nothing like, oh my God, this character is gonna go up a tier or down a tier or anything like that. But yeah. So some of these little like heat waves like this here, the Fing Wei doing the jumping shockwave, like the jumping stump, Jack jumping stump. Victor's back too. Oh, okay. That's his little parry move. Okay. So there was no damage when it got countered. Okay. I had no idea that was a thing. See, all these are like just so minor. So let's move on to the actual like characters. Because I've seen like these stages too, like they fixed this here, but now you can do like double like interactions with the stage, like double hazards, and it's easier. At first you could only do it with rage, but now you can do it, and there's plenty of videos circling around Twitter of characters doing that. But yeah, that's another fix that they're gonna have to go behind this fix and fix that. But yeah, so okay, Azucena 444. Okay, behavior on side and back hits. Okay. Brian 443. None of this stuff is just really major. You can kick parry this now. I guess you couldn't at first. That's crazy, but you could in Tekken 7 or like previous games. So DRAGUNOV, okay, we got like a buff and a nerf. Yeah, side hit, back hit modified for the rolling kick or whatever. Yeah, I don't even know what it does anyways. No one really uses that move with DRAGUNOV anymore. He's just so powerful, you don't have to use a lot of his attacks. So this one here is a pretty big one. Like quarter circle 4 at 4. The sneak 4. You know, one of his most like obnoxious moves got buffed right here. You couldn't perform like this attack or the 3+4 from a heat dash. Or after you activate heat. So this is just a quality of life buff for DRAGUNOV. Interesting. But this kind of stuff here, I feel, guys, is like quality of life for when he gets nerfed. This won't be like an issue that DRAGUNOV players will complain about, you know. So it's a minuscule buff, but still, like when he gets nerfed, this is gonna be important, I feel. But okay, Eddie, the sway, the side hit has been modified. So what does it do now? See, I never even noticed what it does. I guess, yeah, it guaranteed a crouch throw. So okay, that's what I think. Yeah, so this is gonna make sure that this hits every time now. I'm sure. Like if it hits, crouch throw is gonna be guaranteed even on their side. Like it'll just realign. Okay, so Fang Wei's down 2. Expanded the hurt box. Oh, okay. So he's not gonna be going under stuff with that low. At least not like mids, I guess. And down back 1+2, 2. Okay, okay. I never even noticed anything whiffing with that. Remember, they actually fixed this down back 3 for the same thing. Okay, so Hwoarang here. This looks like a pretty big buff here. All the low high strings, they could unnaturally quick crouch to evade the high attack. Yeah, okay, so that's like a quality of life buff. Yeah, I remember that glitch. That was in Tekken 7 as well. Okay. Also, Hwoarang got some pretty good buffs here. Okay. Oh, okay. So there was this tweet where Edge, you know, the Korean Hwoarang player, was tweeting about how these attacks, like them not being able to do this fast duck. You could like duck and then backdash or something, but you can't do that anymore. So you're kind of like stuck. Okay, so I guess that's what that is. But no, it's here. So the distance between the opponent on hit and block was reduced. Wait a minute. How's this not a... This should be like a gigantic arrow pointing up. Yeah, this is exactly what it was. My bad. So the distance between hit and block reduced from the high jab from right flamingo. That's crazy. That is crazy. These should be like, these are buffs. Why is it like a minus for like it's just nothing? They didn't want Hwoarang to have too many arrows pointing up? What? Okay, so what is this one here? Up back 3. I don't even know what that attack is with Hwoarang. Okay, so better tracking. Okay, so it's buffing his combo ability. All right. But this is a huge one. So this is the video I saw on Twitter where Edge was showing that Alisa could backdash like after blocking this and evade the right flamingo down 4-3. That's the low high string. But now at this patch, she can't anymore. So you're like jailed pretty much. Like you can't move away from it. Yeah, that's a huge buff right there. Okay, so Jack, this is the like the headbutt into the Gamma Howl. Yeah, so basically all these characters with crouch throws, it looks like the attacks that guarantee them, they didn't at first if they hit on the side, which is a real rare phenomenon. But looks like everyone's crouch throws are gonna be hitting 100% of the time if they attack like the opponent's side. So down 4-4. Pretty big buff here. So they decreased the distance on counter hit with this. So yeah, that's gonna allow for other things to be guaranteed more consistently. So that's a pretty big buff for Jack, especially with his counter hit game. All right, Kazuya's flip. Okay. Floor break will now only occur on the final hit of the move. That's a buff? Okay, so that means you get hit twice and then the second hit is gonna... Okay, so that's more damage on a floor break. Okay, okay. So down back 1-2. This is his heat engager. Oh, so it used to whiff if the first attack connected. So that's a pretty good buff. All right, the big plus frame move here. Oh, quality of life buff. No more accidental rage arts when you're trying to do this plus on block mid. Okay, that's really good. So this is corrected the timing of the heat timer consumption, which had been unnaturally delayed. So this nerf, right? Let me know in the comments. This is a nerf, right? Because I don't play Kazuya, but this seems like a nerf here. Like something small though, nothing really big. All right, so King, here we go, guys. 0-4, 3+4. Her box expanded downwards, alleviating the issue where certain low attacks will whiff. They don't want us to have any sauce with this character, really. Like I had some like setups and videos for it that I just never released, but I guess I won't ever release them. Yeah, he's jumping when he does this attack though. But I guess they just don't want Power Crushes to do more than Power Crush. Like no other hidden abilities, right? Yeah, for the characters that have high crushing Power Crushes that are like highs mostly, but not really mids. Yeah. It wasn't a consistent thing though. Like I know Lee's down 3, King could jump over with this Power Crush. But looks like you won't be able to jump over any lows. Okay, so the rolling elbow. Yeah, this goes in line with all the other crouch throw buffs, like the attacks that guarantee the crouch throws right here, 4-4-2. Yeah, so if you hit on the side, looks like you're gonna get it guaranteed. But the back, I don't know. If it's modified on the back, I assume that's gonna be a nerf. But we'll have to see about that one. Yeah, I think that might not be a good thing. Because if you hit them back turn with 4-4-2, you can get a guaranteed hop kick. Like there was certain setup to where like you can do your Oki 4-4-2, and if they were to get up at the wrong time, you can get a guaranteed hop kick on their back because you're plus 13. But I don't know, this might be a nerf here. What if it like spins them all the way around? You still get a crouch throw guarantee, but nothing else. Or if they like get knocked down or something, that would be a pretty big nerf. But I guess on the side, the rare occasion it hits on the side is guaranteed, but I never had an issue with that, so that's kind of whatever. Okay, bears, pretty much okay, forward 2. That's like the first hit of his punish. Okay. So this kind of like quality of life buffs here. And you can't counter his hunting hawk. Okay. I didn't know you could in the first place. Okay, so Lars with one line here, and it's a buff. So they buffed the damage from dynamic 4 from 10 to 14. It would have been nice if they would have buffed the like advantage. It's only +1 on hit. Like I don't know why they didn't just buff the plus frames as well. At least to +3 or something. Okay, so Leo here looks like pretty decent buff. Hail Sweep buff. Well, I've never actually seen like the first hit connect and the second hit miss. Yeah, I've never seen that, but that's a pretty decent buff, I guess. Lidia has a few changes. Okay, here's these lines here. Does this actually mean like a buff or a nerf? Okay, so this is Political Storm. That looks like a buff here. Yeah, if it's decreasing distance, this is a buff. All right, so here the Force Stance 2. I forget what her stances are, guys. Okay, yeah, I don't know the Lidia sauce. 4 stance 3. So this is a buff. Okay. Heaven and Earth 1. So this is the Power Crush launch. Phase 4 when hit from so that's a buff. Yeah, that is a buff. Yeah, I wonder. I guess it just bounced them up and you had to like sidestep. So now they just face towards you when they're in the air. That's needed, right? Wow. Okay, so we're getting down to the last. So Raven. Wild Rise 3+4. Expanded the hitbox downward to reduce the occurrence. So that's a nice buff on his I think that's his homing move here. Okay, back. So the 3 kicks. Okay, that is also a buff. No more missing. Soul zone down. Relax the input window to make it easier to execute. Okay, quality of life buff. So Shaheen during stealth step down forward, down back. Okay. High attacks would unintentionally hit. So this is a buff for Shaheen. That's crazy. So top tier characters are getting little quality of life buffs. Steve, 1 line back 1 here. Okay. What? Modify behavior so that the hit trade animation occurs even when the opponent's attack has lower damage when trading hits? Okay. I don't know what that is, but it looks like a buff here. Okay, and Yoshi gets a looks like just a quality of life buff here. So yeah. Nothing too major, as you guys can see. I mean, the biggest thing I've seen here is like Hwoarang. He's the winner of this patch. Yeah, because this is all buffs. This is all buffs. With this last one being like an actual big buff. So, yeah, you block that high jab. It's already plus a lot, you know, on block. But now you can't even evade. Like, you can't backstep the low high, so you have to really like sit there and guess, like hard guess. Crazy. You get hit by that jab, oh yeah, you definitely gotta you definitely have to respect everything he does. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah, so Hwoarang won. DRAGUNOV getting any buffs at all, crazy. But like I said, when he gets nerfed, this is when stuff is gonna be a little bit more important. But yeah, that's really it. King got like nerfed. But some like whatever buffs with the 442 on the side, which usually never happens because that move has no tracking. But yeah, that's just what it is. Pretty small patch. And the good thing is, like, Nina, DRAGUNOV, they're getting nerfed in the next patch. So I think this might be the patch where like Heihachi comes out, I guess. Like sometime, or maybe right before he comes out. I don't know. But yeah, DRAGUNOV and Nina getting some damage nerfs, much needed. Their heat smashes do too much damage, and their wall combos, like combo damage period, just does way too much. So that would be great to see. And I hope it's like something real significant. But let me know what you guys think in the comments about this patch. Like I said, Hwoarang, he's the big winner of this patch here. And you know, quality of life, just bug fixes, but still a lot of stuff. Like I said, like Lee not being part of this affected characters. Like why isn't his rage art buffed? And Majin is actually on this list, and he still has issues hitting his rage art when his back is against the wall. So still a lot more to do, a lot more to fix. Yeah, so yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button on this video. It definitely helps out and it's much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're going to be covering more Tekken 8 footage from these events as well. And I'm going to get started to working on some King videos, and more fights will be on the way. So stay tuned, guys. I'll see you at the next video. Peace.